All right, guys, just want to make a quick video about the type of results I found from putting an ad on a Facebook Marketplace and why it's worked there as opposed to other places. So for one, Craigslist used to be the go-to place for everyday civilians to sell their stuff to other everyday civilians, and it worked. Craigslist was good. It was the place to do it. There wasn't many other places to do it for so many years. Now, Craigslist did not innovate. Their website looks like it's from '99. It still functions the exact same way it did since I was buying on it when I was 12. Like, it literally looks exactly the same. They have not innovated. They've not adapted, nothing. And as recently as probably a couple months ago, I saw they were actually charging per post for the seller. They were charging the seller per post to put their item on Craigslist on that platform. And that's just a total sign of bleeding and vulnerability. It's not gonna work. They're gonna go either out of business or they're gonna have to figure something out, because that will not work. Every other platform, because they didn't have competition before. Now there's OfferUp, LetGo, Facebook Marketplace is the big one. And they don't charge per post, and they seem to work a lot better, and they're definitely more mobile friendly. So things like that just point to those three apps working 10 times better than Craigslist. And if you have access to wholesale products or a steady supply, a surplus of products that can be used and are in demand, abso-fucking-lutely sell them on Facebook Marketplace. People like buying local, they like buying cheap, and it is a little more secure on Facebook Marketplace as opposed to Craigslist, where it's a random email address and there have been stories of some shady stuff happening. Whereas on Marketplace, it's my name, no, not my number, it's my name, my full name, my picture, where I work, all those things, where I went to school, where I graduated. You got a lot of info on Facebook, that, and they could see if they have any mutual friends. If they have any mutual friends with you, which they can see, when you post an ad on Facebook Marketplace, you will absolutely sell. There's no doubt about that. And the reason I say that is because people like security. They like all those things add to that. They really do. But yeah, as far as my MacBook situation goes, I left my ad up while I have not secured the laptops yet. So as I expected, that was going to be the hardest part. I had an appointment too, and then there was this, and this, and there's all this stuff. And I'm just a low priority on this guy's list who's moving a lot of MacBooks at cheap ass prices for people like me to go out and sell. And I think I sell them at cheap ass prices. This dude sells them at obviously very cheap prices. So he's selling them by the dozens and dozens of MacBooks at a time in one sale, and I'm just a low priority. So eventually I will get my hands on them. I haven't paid for them yet, so there's no worries there. However, it's just a little frustrating, but it's part of business. It's the cost of doing business, is dealing with people and trying to get what you want. If it was easy, everyone would do it. It's pretty much, it's cliche, but it's that simple. But in the meantime, since the time from I sold the four or five MacBooks in the beginning until now, when I was going to sell the 10, I kept my ad up. I wanted to see how it performed, and it pretty much killed it. It had right now it has like 6,000 views, about 200 DMs, maybe 210, 220. It's just killing it. So if you have a product that you have supply to, or you have a surplus of, or access to a surplus of, put an ad on Facebook, and not Facebook ad, I'm sorry, put an ad on Marketplace, because it's free, it's local, and it works. It really works. And to make it really work, 8 to 12 high quality pictures, a quality description, enter in all the dimensions of whatever you're selling. And I think the overkill here is reply to those DMs fast, because Facebook tracks that and actually incorporates it into their algorithm of which ad is going to be pushed to the top. So on my ad, it says typically replies within an hour, which is great, which is what I usually try to do. And I am the very first MacBook Air when you search MacBook in my area. And it probably because there's 6,000 views, I reply fast, and there's no complaints or anything like that. So that is absolutely working. And what's nice about that is I was able to test that for free. You know, I was able to find out that there's that much potential on there without even investing $1 into it. All those 6,000 eyeballs that saw my ad cost me 0 pennies, which is badass. And it's something to absolutely pursue and consider. So whether I strike gold somewhere else and look around for somewhere else, you know, it's just talking to people. It's talking to people and going through the grapevine and Googling and reading threads and watching YouTube videos, and then rinse and repeat until you find someone that has a product that you can sell over and over and over. And that's literally, it's pretty much that simple. It boils down to hard work if you want to make connections and network that way. For the time being, I will still try to secure these MacBooks, still continuing to get in touch with this gentleman who's selling them to me, and we'll see how that goes. Because now that I've waited this, now that I've kept it up this long, the ad, I mean, the day I do get these MacBooks, if ever, all 10 will be sold in 4 or 5 days, because I have 200 leads sitting on my phone of people who are ready to buy. Not all 200, I'd say of the 200 people that have messaged me, I would say 20 to 30 have gotten down to, hey, I got the money and I can meet this day. So obviously I was not able to meet them because I don't have the product, but it was a great testing period and it was a great insight for the type of numbers you could push on there. Honestly, I just want to get after it, and I don't know. It's a beautiful day. Again, it's absolutely beautiful. And a slow day at work. I sold a car this morning. It's about, I think we're coming up on 6 o'clock, so I got 3 more hours left. This is usually busy time too, so hopefully I can sell one before I leave today at 9. And if it does get slow, I might be making another video on this same road when the sun sets, and I don't know. I'm weird like that, so we'll see what happens. But the point of this video is that there is success, there is money to be made in people-to-people, off-the-book selling. Like it seems like just a side hustle, and it is a side hustle, but it seems like a quick buck here and there. People can make full-time livings on Facebook Marketplace, and this is kind of what I said in that other video a while back. I can't even remember which video or whatever, but I remember what I said was, if you have an idea and you think it might work, test it, because the world moves so fast that nobody knows if it actually will work or not. So like, I'm sure people have been making a full-time living on Craigslist flipping items for decades now, at least 1 decade, probably 2. And I bet people didn't think that. Craigslist was Craigslist, Marketplace, OfferUp, LetGo are all used as tools to sell everyday items in your house that you want to get rid of, and someone local will come pick it up and give you some cash. That's the purpose of those platforms. But an entrepreneur's mind says, how can I leverage that platform to make a full-time income, make more money, and keep doubling down on that? So even stuff that's not meant to be entrepreneurial or business savvy, you just think of, if something clicks in your head, try it. End of story. That's it.